Good morning, children. So today we'll continue solving exercise 8.3 based on profit percent, loss percent, and simple interest. Okay, and explanation based on this is already given in the video. Okay, so I hope you have gone through it. So now based on that we'll solve the exercise 8.3 fifth question. Okay, so the fifth question is, I buy a TV for rupees 10,000 and sell it at a profit of 20%. How much money do I get for it? Okay, so this is the question. Now this you have to solve it. I buy a TV. Now buy means you have brought that TV. Okay, so the money what we give to buy or purchase an item, it is known as the cost price. Okay, children, so first write the given things. Cost price is rupees 10,000 and sell it at a profit of 20%. So profit here is 20%. Okay, so profit is always on the cost price. Okay, so how much money do I get for it? That is, you have to find the selling price. Okay, so let us solve it. So firstly, write the given things. Cost price is given. You have to write the question, children, and then write the solution. So cost price is rupees 10,000. Okay, and then profit they have given, sell it at a profit of 20%. So here profit is 20%, and you know profit is always on the cost price. She has purchased for 10,000, so she gets profit on this, so that is 20% of cost price. Okay, so now find the amount money. 20%, percent means always it is upon 100, of means into, cost price is 10,000. Okay, so now you can simplify, zeros will get cancelled. 20 into 100 is 2,000. Okay, so rupees 2,000 is the profit now. Okay, 20% profit. She sells it at 20% profit, that is she gets a profit of rupees 2,000. Okay, now you have to find the how much do I get for it, that is you have to find the selling price. Okay, so cost price is known, profit is known. Okay, so now we know the formula that profit is equals to selling price minus cost price. This is the formula. Okay, we have learned. Now we have to find the selling price. Okay, so cost price take on the other side, minus CP. So this will, you will get profit minus CP on the other side will be plus CP is equals to SP. Okay, or you can directly write as selling price is equals to profit plus the cost price. Okay, so now profit is 2,000 plus the cost price, that is rupees 10,000. Okay, so together if you add, you will get rupees 2,000, you will get 12,000. Okay, so hence I get, you have to write the statement at the end for every statement sum. Hence I get rupees 12,000 for it. Okay, understand the question carefully, use the formulas and solve it. Now children, let's see the next question, sixth one. Okay, Juhi sells a washing machine for rupees 13,500. She loses 20% in the bargain. What was the price at which she brought it? Okay, so understand the question first. Juhi will sell a washing machine for rupees 13,500. Sells means it is which price, children? It is selling price. Okay, so selling price is given as rupees 13,500. She loses 20% in the bargain, that is loss. Loss is 20%. Whether it is profit or loss, it is always on CP. So loss is 20% of the cost price. Okay, what was the price at which she brought it? You have to find what was the price at which she brought it, that is you have to find the cost price, children. Okay, so first let us write the given things. So here sells a washing machine. Okay, that is selling price is given as rupees 13,500. Okay, loss, then loss is given as 20%. 20% in the always loss or profit, it is 20% of the cost price. Okay, and you have to find price at which she brought it, that is you have to find the cost price. Okay, so loss is given, selling price is given, then you have to find the cost price. Okay, so you have to, according to these three given things, we have the formula loss is equals to CP minus SP. Yes, now we have to find the cost price. Okay, now in this question children, loss we cannot find it because cost price itself we have to find, and loss is 20% of CP. Okay, or direct what is given is only selling price. Okay, so selling price we will take on one side and loss and CP will take on the one side to get the cost price. Okay, so minus SP it is, if we change the side it becomes plus SP is equals to CP as it is, loss on the other side becomes minus loss. Okay, so now selling price we can substitute in place of this 13,500, it is given. Okay, then CP cost price we have to find. Okay, minus loss, loss is 20% of CP, 20% of CP. Okay, now both are in terms of CP, so we have taken both these in the RHS side. Okay, then now CP minus 20%, percent means always it is upon 100, of means into CP. Okay, this left hand side remains the same, 13,500. Okay, now CP you can see it is common on both the sides. Okay, so we'll take out CP common out, so what remains is here CP is there. Okay, so CP we have taken common, so what remains is 1, CP into 1 is CP, minus 20 by 100, CP already we have taken common, so 20 by 100 remains. If you want you can take, let CP is be X, even that can be done. Okay, now we have to find the CP. Okay, so to find that, simplify. CP let us keep as it is, let us simplify this. Now you can cancel this, 2 ones are 0 will get cancelled, 2 ones are 2 5s are 1 minus 1 upon 5 remains. Now you can take the LCM. If you take the LCM here, LCM is 5, 1 into 5 and 1 into 1, that is 5, 1 into 5 is 5, 5 minus 1. So you get 13,500 is equals to CP into 5 minus 1 is 4 upon 5. Okay, now 4 upon 5 we'll take on the other side to find the CP. Okay, so 13,500 into, now 4 by 5 I will take it to LHS. So 4 by 5 when I change the side it becomes reciprocal. So reciprocal of 4 by 5 is 5 by 4 into 5 by 4 is equals to CP. Okay, now simplify this. Okay, cancel, 4 ones are 4 3s are 12, 4 3s are 12, 4 7s are 28, 4 5s are, okay, so 3,375 into 5 is equals to CP. Okay, so multiply this, you will get the cost price. So if you multiply, you will get CP is equal to 16,875. Write the statement, hence she brought it at a price of rupees 16,875. Now children, next let's see the 7th question. So 7th question is, first one, 2 parts are there. First one is, chalk contains calcium, carbon and oxygen in the ratio 10:3:12. Find the percentage of carbon in chalk. Okay, so it is related to ratio. You have to find the percentage of carbon in this. Okay, so firstly you have to find the sum of the ratios 10 plus 3 plus 12. Okay, then chalk contains calcium, carbon and oxygen. Okay, so first one is for calcium, next one is for carbon and next one is for oxygen. You have to find the percentage of carbon in the chalk. That is, carbon part is 3. So 3 part out of the sum of the parts into percentage you have to find, so into 100. Okay, so let's write that same. So sum of ratios, 10 3 10 is to 3 is to 12 they have given, so add it, you will get 25. Then percentage of carbon in the chalk, as I have said, the carbon is the second one and it corresponds to 3, so it is 3 by 25 into 100. Percentage means always into 100 out of sum of the ratios, that is 25. So if you simplify, you will get it as 12%. Okay, so now let's see the second part of this question. If in a stick of chalk, carbon is 3 gram, what is the weight of the chalk stick? Okay, so in a stick of chalk, carbon is 3 gram. What is the weight of the chalk stick? Okay, that is, you have to keep this weight of the chalk stick as P, whole. Okay, you have to find the whole. Okay, so let's write it. Okay, so it is written as, let the weight of the chalk stick of chalk be P. Okay, then according to the question, 12% of P is equals to 3 gram they have given. Okay, so let's simplify this to find P. So 12%, percent means always upon 100, of means into P is equals to 3. Okay, now to find P, P is equals to 3, 12 by 100 on the other side becomes reciprocal, 100 upon 12. Okay, 3 ones are 3 fours are 4 ones are 4, 25 are. Okay, so P is equals to 25. That is, weight of the chalk stick is 25 gram. You have to write the statement. So write the statement as, hence the weight of the chalk stick is 25 gram. Now let's see the next question, 8th one. It is, Amina buys a book for rupees 275 and sells it at a loss of 15%. How much does she sell it for? Okay, Amina buys a book. Buys means it is always cost price, children. Okay, so cost price is rupees 275 and sells it at a loss of 15%. So loss is 15%. How much does she sell it for? That is, you have to find the selling price. Okay, so cost price is given. You can find the loss. Then you have to find the selling price. So you have to use which formula, children? According to these three, it is loss is equals to CP minus SP. Okay, so firstly write the given things. Okay, so given is cost price is rupees 275, then loss is given 15%. So loss or profit, it is always of the cost price. So loss is equals to 15% of the cost price. Now let's find the amount. How much is the loss? Percent means always upon 100, of is into cost price is 275. Now cancel it and simplify. Okay, so if you simplify, 100 to 75, 5 20 is 100, 5 55 is 5 4s are 5 11s are. Then multiply and divide by 4, you will get rupees 41.25. Now write the formula. CP is given, loss we have got. Now to find the selling price, we have to use the formula loss is equals to CP minus SP. Okay, because loss we have found and cost price we know. Okay, so we can find the selling price. So you can take selling price on the other side, minus SP will become plus SP is equals to CP, loss on this side minus loss. Okay, so CP was nothing but rupees 275 minus loss, we have got it as rupees 41.25. okay, subtract it, so you will get rupees 233.75. in the rough column you can subtract and write the answer. So and write the statements. Hence she sells it for rupees 233.75 paise. Now children, let's come to the 9th question. Find the amount to be paid at the end of 3 years in each case. Okay, find the amount to be paid. Okay, so amount, you know, amount formulas we have written. So amount is nothing but principal plus simple interest, you will get the amount. Okay, principal is given and interest rate is given in A. A and B, two questions we have. So to find the amount, we need principal and the simple interest. Principal is given, but we need to find simple interest to get the amount. Okay, so we know the formula to find the simple interest. It is PTR upon 100. Okay, so using that formula, we'll find the simple interest first and then find the amount. Okay, so write the given thing. Principal is rupees 1200 and 12% per annum. This is always the rate of interest, that is R. 12% per annum means per year. Okay, so now write the formula. Simple interest is equals to PTR, that is P into T into R upon 100. Okay, so principal is 1200 into time. They have given in the question 3 years, means time is 3. You can write here 3 years. Okay, rate is 12 upon 100. 12% means 12 upon 100. It is like this. Okay, so you can cancel here because multiplication is there. Zeros will get cancelled, and if you simplify, multiply, you will get rupees 432. This is the simple interest we got. Okay, now to get the amount we know amount is equals to principal plus simple interest. Yes, so principal is 1200 plus simple interest we got as 432. So after adding, we will get rupees 1632 as the amount. Okay, in the same way you have to solve the B1, children. Okay, so I hope you can solve that on your own. Now children, let's see the next question. 10th one. What rate gives rupees 280 as interest on a sum of rupees 56,000 in 2 years? Okay, so understand the question and what are the given things, you have to recognize it correctly. What rate gives rupees 280 as interest? So what is 280? 280 is interest. As interest means interest is 280 on a sum of rupees 56,000. Sum is nothing but principal. So principal is 56,000 in 2 years and time is 2 years. Okay, what rate? That is, you have to find rate of interest. Okay, so first let us write the given things, and according to this we have to use which formula, children? We have to use the formula simple interest is equal to PTR upon 100. Okay, so 280 as interest means interest is rupees 280. Always write the given things first. Sum means principal is rupees 56,000 in 2 years means time is 2 years. Okay, so let's write the formula. Interest or simple interest, both are same. PTR upon 100. Okay, so interest is given 280. Substitute in place of that. P is 56,000 into time is 2. R we have to find. So let that be as it is. Okay, now simplify, children. So this 0 0 you can cancel here. Then 280 560 into 2 will give you 2 zeros are 0, 2 6 are 12, 2 5 are 10, 11. Okay, so 1120 into R. Okay, R. Now we have to find R. So R will be equal to 280. R will be equal to 280 upon 1120 on the other side will become divided by is equals to R. Now you can simplify. Zeros will get cancelled. Now you can write R is equals to, also both are same. 28 by 112 is equals to R, or R is equals to 28 by 112. Now you can simplify it further by 4 7s are 28, 4 2s are 8, 4 8s are 32, 7 1s are 7 4s are. So you got R is equals to 1 by 4 at the end after simplification. Okay, so 1 by 4, if you convert into decimal, it is nothing but 0.25%. So R, that is rate of interest, we got it as 0.25%. Okay, so in this way you have to find it. Now coming to the last question of the exercise, 11th one. If Meena gives an interest of rupees 45 for 1 year at 9% rate per annum, what is the sum she has borrowed? Okay, so write the given things. Gives an interest of rupees 45 means interest is 45 for 1 year means time is 1 year. 9% rate means rate of interest is 9%. What is the sum she has borrowed? Sum means principal. You have to find the principal. Okay, so write the given things, use the formula and find the principal. Okay, so interest given as rupees 45. Time is given as 1 year. Then rate of interest is given as 9% per annum, and you have to find the principal. Okay, so again formula is same. Simple interest is equals to PTR upon 100. So if you write the given things, you will understand which formula is to be used. In place of simple interest, we will substitute 45. Principal we have to find. Okay, so let that be P. Time is 1 into R is 9 upon 100. Okay, so you can take 100 on the other side. We have to find P. Okay, so 45 into 100 it will become. Okay, divided by, if you take on the other side, it becomes multiplication. P into 1 into 9. 9 into 1 is 9. 9 into P is 9P. Okay, so you will get 4500. 9 on the other side becomes divided by 9 is equals to P. Okay, now if you simplify this, 9 ones are 9 5s are 45 and 0 0. That is, you will get P is equals to 500 is equals to P, or P is equals to 500. It is one and the same. So hence the sum she has borrowed is rupees 500. Okay, so you have to write the statement at the end. So this completes the exercise 8.3 and also the chapter comparing quantities. I hope you have understood. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Okay children, thank you.